conditions contributing to a fantastic... Brazil have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Vinicius Junior. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta tries to think it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Hakimi. Aguirre. Oh, this looks sharp. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Fabinho. Lucas Paqueta. Danilo. Lovely feet. Big chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. And that's been won straight back. Hakimi, gently done. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Hakimi. Rafinha. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Decent hit from there. Vinicius Junior. Unahi wins the duel this time. Hakimi. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vinicius Junior. Bruno Guimaraes. He's got to be in here. Mazraoui. And that's really well manoeuvred. Morocco have a free kick. Danilo. Gabriel aim forwards. Marquinhos. Danilo. Fabinho. Fabinho shifted upfield. Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta. And it's Danilo. Oh, that's nice. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Bruno Guimaraes. Fabinho.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Marquinhos attempts a clearance. Decent chance! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Marquinhos, and he goes cross-field. Alexandro. Lucas Paqueta. Danilo. Lucas Paqueta.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
Vinicius Junior! Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Vinicius Junior. Lucas Paqueta. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Rafinha. All driven towards the far post. Brahim Diaz getting this one clear. Alexandro. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Danilo gets a cross in. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Fabinho. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro has it in a wide position. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Diop getting this one clear. That's the throw. Moved on forwards. Amrabat. Aguirre, forwards and with intent. Unahi. Amrabat. Rafinha. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Gabriel, that's a sharp pass. And he's there to clear it. And it's Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta. Great work on the overlap. Brilliantly cut out. Brahim Diaz. And it's played forward.
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Alexandro. Rafinha. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Nice physical challenge. Bruno Guimaraes. Tries a deft little ball. A lot of space ahead of him. Diop gets good distance on it. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta. Fabinho. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Fabinho. Rafinha. Danilo. Now it's Rafinha. Diop clears it away. Aim forwards. And it's Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes played with finesse. That's a throw. Has a look and plays it forward. That has been cut short. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior. Alexandro, and he's got backward here. Fabinho. Lucas Paqueta.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's onto it in a flash. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Lucas Paqueta gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Amrabat spread out to the left. So who's he picking out? The referee's awarded a free kick. And it's Hakimi. Played in with purpose. Gabriel. Alexandro. Fabinho. Fabinho forwards and with intent. Cross goes in there. Cleared away. Proves too strong. And they can counter here. Hakimi. Aguirre. Mazraoui. It's an inviting looking ball that. And he cuts out the supply. Played towards the other side. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior. Alexandro. No way through, so back it comes. Danger averted for now. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta.
Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
This looks promising. Brahim Diaz, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card. Vinicius Junior. Foot in. And it's gone back to the keeper. That's been drilled forward. Amrabat. Out to the right. Oh, that's a nice ball. Shapes to shoot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. And he has been fouled there. Danilo charging forward down that flank. Dinks one through. Danilo looking to get on the end of this. Lucas Paqueta. Fabinho. Danilo. Lucas Paqueta. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Rafinha. Danilo. Danilo. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And it's Guimaraes. Danilo receives it in a wide position. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Diop. Unahi. Amrabat, gently done. Lucas Paqueta. Rafinha.
It seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Clearly not happy with that. That's really well manoeuvred. Brahim Diaz. Amrabat. Either side giving way, it has been tight. Oh, can he get onto this? Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta. Danilo. Rafinha. Chance to play it in. Fired deep to... climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Morocco, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Vinicius Junior! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Marquinhos. Fabinho. Lucas Paqueta. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Danilo. And it's Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro tries a cross. He's onto it in a flash. Gabriel. Fabinho moved on forwards. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Unahi forwards and with intent. Rafinha. It's a good run down the right. That's very neat. Looking for a decent ball in. Alexandro. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Lucas Paqueta. Danilo. Caresses it through. Oh, look at the space here. Played out to the right. Plenty waiting in the middle. Lucas Paqueta. Rafinha. Lucas Paqueta. Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta. Played out wide. Lucas Paqueta, gently done. Danilo. Time to deliver. Diop goes forward. Well read, nice interception. Alexandro. Danilo. Danilo played into space. And that's a throw. That's a cute ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Alexandro. And that is going to be the final. There's the start of the second half.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Rafinha. Danilo. Gabriel. Alexandro. And it's Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta. Well, that's a clever looking ball. Aim forwards. And now the breakaway. Hakimi. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos. Danilo. Amrabat. Brahim Diaz. And it's lofted through here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Alexandro. Matheus Cunha. Lucas Paqueta. Danilo. Searching pass he's played there. That's going to go a long way. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's onside. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gabriel. Matheus Cunha. Alexandro. Matheus Cunha. Fabinho. Lucas Paqueta. Fabinho. Lucas Paqueta. Marquinhos. And it's played forward. Lucas Paqueta. Matheus Cunha. Goes for goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Alexandro. Unahi. Brahim Diaz. Header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Gabriel. Matheus Cunha. Gabriel. That's really well manoeuvred. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That's a throw. Tries a measured ball. No, it's come to nothing. Gabriel. Matheus Cunha. Danilo. Rafinha. He's got away. And that is out of play. Matheus Cunha. Unahi with the foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Aguirre, driven forward. Gabriel. Matheus Cunha. Lucas Paqueta. And it's Danilo. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Keeps on running. Aimed in towards the centre. And that's been repelled. Lucas Paqueta, gently done. Danilo. Brazil do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Long ball looking to counter. Danilo. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Get a throw in. No, that's not going to find its target. Out towards the flank. Lucas Paqueta. Fabinho. Lucas Paqueta. Fabinho. Oh, it's a great... Matheus Cunha! And he shoots! Mazraoui can get it clear. Can he find the finish? And it's come back out to him. It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Bruno, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Marquinhos. Gabriel. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Aim forwards. Matheus Cunha. Moved on forwards. Unahi. Ambitious ball here. He's had a shot! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Fabinho. Fabinho forwards and with intent. Danilo, now he's got space here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Danilo. Played back in. Lucas Paqueta played out towards the right wing. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he deliver? Now it's Rafinha. He's having a shot! Lucas Paqueta. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's really well manoeuvred. And the counter is on. Marquinhos making good progress on the right-hand side. Does really well to win the ball there. Mazraoui gets rid without sophistication. Matheus Cunha. Lovely bit of skill. Hakimi gets it clear. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Aguirre. Diop. Oh, there's a probing ball. Amrabat. Well timed, excellent interception. Unahi, gently done. And it's Mazraoui. He has found the way through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Play towards the front line. Hakimi. And it's made its way to him. Over to the left. Unahi. Lobbed in behind. Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Vinicius. Vinicius Junior! It's a goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball and they're in.
Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Rafinha. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Amrabat. Nice looking ball, floated through. That has been knocked clear. There are a few waiting for it. He can get that clear. That'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to get free. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Diop played up towards the front line. The message is clear, none shall pass. Matheus Cunha. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's played forward. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Marquinhos. Matheus Cunha. Lucas Paqueta, looking here to chip it through. Not the most accurate pass. Amrabat. Oh, can he get onto this? Danilo. Lucas Paqueta. Matheus Cunha. Great ball if he can get there. Caught offside that time.
You can hear the annoyance in the crowd. The frustration is growing.
That's really well cleared. Alexandro have it back and can go again. Oh, played through for the wide man. And he's there to get it away. And it's Paqueta. Alexandro delivers. Here comes another cross. Aguirre attempts a clearance. Brahim Diaz has given away a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And it's hoisted clear. Deftly away. Lucas Paqueta succumbs to the pressure. Up towards the front line. Marquinhos. Alexandro. Gabriel. Alexandro. Marquinhos. Alexandro. Calmly anticipates. Mazraoui.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Mazraoui. Alexandro cuts it out. Fabinho. Lucas Paqueta looking for a runner. Brahim Diaz. Oh, good spread. Mazraoui. A header! That's really well manoeuvred. Can he finish? And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Unahi, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Lucas Paqueta. Marquinhos. Lucas Paqueta. Matheus Cunha. That's an imaginative pass. And that was very necessary. Matheus Cunha. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Lucas Paqueta. So, what can they make of this? Unahi. Brahim Diaz. Knocks it out wide. That's tidy. Mazraoui drives it in. And that has been cleared. And it's Diaz. Fabinho. Gabriel. Fabinho. Fabinho forwards and with intent. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Dink through. Diop gets across to intercept that. Alexandro is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Marquinhos. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Diop, nicely aimed pass. Fabinho. Lucas Paqueta. Brazil can consider themselves just about safe now. Played into space out wide. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Moved on forwards. Amrabat. And the shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw. And they are dragging it back. Game on again.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Fabinho. Gabriel.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Can he deliver? Played it again. And it's hoisted clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's found a way through. Oh, they could be caught out here. Brahim Diaz getting this one clear. Matheus Cunha. Fabinho. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Danilo. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, it's played into the area.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging. Brazil can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Vinicius Junior. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Alexandro picks it up now. Amrabat clears it away.
Brazil nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Unahi played out to the right. Mazraoui. Unahi probing pass.
Morocco really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Alexandro. Gabriel. Out to the right. Hakimi cuts out the pass.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Mighty looking ball, that. Danilo. Lucas Paqueta. Brahim Diaz. 2 minutes to be added on. Unahi, that's a delicate pass. And the flag has stayed down. Gets it away. And it's Mazraoui. Aim forwards. Mazraoui. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Great defending, strong and determined. Matheus Cunha. Unahi. Amrabat, played out towards the right wing. Now it's goes to finish! Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Brazil making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. And the referee brings it to a close. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side.